SP Singh, Senior Fellow at Indian Foundation of Transport Research and Training, joins in the show right now. Mr. Singh, hi, good morning. Good to have you in the show. Have things panned out, or rather, how have things panned out for truckers for the first quarter of FY22 so far? Because one sees that there is a sharp decrease in truck rentals. If you could really break it down, whether this is pan-India or is it just key geography phenomena?
No, it is pan-India because we are tracking 75 trunk routes, which cover about 90% of the country, in all the 4 zones of the country. And this is a very secular trend that renters have. It is only a difference that somewhere it has dropped by 27%, somewhere it has dropped by 18%. Only the volumes, the quantum of decrease is different, but the impact is all over the country.
Okay. There are reports that rentals have actually fallen 20% in select routes.
Now, they are the major trunk routes. They have all suffered around 20% drop.
Okay. And are truckers seeking help from financial institutions on a collective or on an individual basis to try and rescue some of their problems?
It is too rather early because the earlier package was over in September. Until now also, for last 2 years, insurance, third-party insurance has not been increased. The renewal of permit and the tax payment has been deferred till June already by the Ministry of Road Transport. So the question is how far the banks, NBFCs, RBI, the Finance Ministry, Road Transport, everybody has to come on board, because yesterday's RBI governor's announcement did not indicate much about this type of swap or relief to the trucking industry, which I won't say that it requires immediately. The reason is very simple. The truck rentals still are at the December level, December-January level, which they have absorbed already the diesel price hike to a larger extent, So till now, the loss-making part of them is not to the extent the rentals have come down. Because last month also, in the April, the diesel prices remains flat because of the electioneering in the 5 states, So the input costs have not been going up. Only difference is that the demand has come down, the factories have closed down, the inflation caused by the fruit and vegetables, the dispatches to the AMs, the marketing mandis has come down, So that is causing the rentals to come down because of the demand side. And only in case of vegetable side, there is a supply side issue, but in case of factory outputs, the factories on their own in the MSME sector have closed down, or they are working at less than half of their capacity. So the cargo availability is a huge concern now, and this will remain the way 4 lakh numbers, the COVID numbers today, it has crossed, and it has spread to the villages and it has spread to the states which earlier were much less known in last year during the lockdown period. So we foresee that by this way, with even spread of, except Maharashtra very maximum, but otherwise it is getting evenly spread all over the India. And up to Arunachal, these are lockdowns are there. So given such a situation, next 1 or 2 quarters, we don't see much spurt in the truck rentals. Only if they remain stable to this level, that would be a great achievement here. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Singh, what is the overall truck utilization level at the national level? Rate at the national level? Are you seeing a pickup in segments like construction, mining, road building?
Not you can say the infrastructure, the core sector, constitutes only 10-12% of the trucking industry cargo, because most of this mining and other, they go through railways. So the road transport share is on the general merchandise and all type of goods. Of course, they have a share in what railway is loading. But given the situation, the railway is picking up its own, increasing its own volumes. and not giving mining share much to it, or the food, in the food grains also. Even now in the auto cars movement, the railway has entered the field. So there is not much of a chance that there will be any incremental rental or the freight coming from existing sources which are relatively buoyant, the metals or minings.
Okay, fair enough. Given that you spoke about the decline as well that we've seen in the truck rentals, what is the outlook on manpower issues, especially during this time of a second wave? Have there been labor wars much like we experienced last year?
No, still, because it is just 1 month of the fall. Still, the drivers and the helpers, they are keeping close to their trucks and to their employers. But if this continues for another month, say the current month, which is ongoing, the May, then there may be a desertion by the drivers. They're going back to their home states. There could be something, but already the utilization is so low. So the issue of drivers' availability or not availability is not a critical today as such. Given the demand of vehicles being so low in the market. You see the national permit truck holders are 1.4 million. Almost 1 million vehicles are being utilized. In case of interstate medium haul trucks, the population is about 2.5 million. Again, there also 30-40% drop is there in utilization. So that mitigates the requirement of drivers to that extent. But this truck owners don't want their drivers to go once the market can pick up a little bit or get stabilized. So that is why they are keeping the drivers close to and paying their salaries also.
Okay, and finally give us a sense, Mr. Singh, as to, in light of this kind of demand weakness that we're seeing, how poor have volumes been across key driving sectors, and how depressed are the underlying indicators looking for the near term?
Except steel and cement. Across the board, whether the durables, discretionaries, all the electronical goods, general merchandise, there is a across the board fall in demand and of the goods in all zones of the country. And is a matter of percentage, the automobile sales are much more down than you may say the general merchandise. But there is no even stability even. There is from 10% to 60% drop is there. So if you average out the cargo availability from the manufacturing, MSMEs are particularly maximum hit, whose supplies, whose sales are, the production is not getting consumed in the market because retail lockdowns have caused their huge losses to them. The inventories are piled up over with everybody now. So today, if you overall sum up and say want to draw an average, 30 to 35% of the cargo availability has dropped.
30 to 35% of the availability has dropped. Thank you so much, Mr. Singh, for giving us a clearer picture as to what the impact of the second wave has really been on the transport sector due to this second wave, and how we've seen the overall truck rentals bearing the brunt of it.